everyone, it's Saturday. Time for another episode of Beyond Garnet. Let's get creative.
Maybe too intense for some listeners, may be unsuitable for sensitive people, may cause dizziness, may cause drowsiness, may cause excitability. Safety goggles may be required for listening. Take with food, avoid contact with skin, avoid extreme temperatures, and store in a cool, dry place. This is not legal advice, must be present to win. Contents under pressure may contain small parts. Listen at your own risk.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. I have a super fun guest for you today. He is one of my most favorite humans on the planet. He's the writer, director, and creator of a series titled Claymation Zombies. My friend, Mr. Jake Danger Jolley. Hey Jake, thanks for joining me today.
Hey Juan, I really appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. I know you've probably been asked this 5 million times, but I know there's listeners out there that will want to hear this story. Well, what was your creative process and how did you come up with Claymation Zombies?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can understand that. So there's a few different steps in the process of Claymation Zombies. The first one was I noticed in every zombie movie, animals got the short end of the stick.
Yes.
It's like either the people in the films just completely forget about their dogs, or whatever pet. They're just all of a sudden in the apocalypse and no one goes back and checks on Scruffy.
Right.
Or there was an episode of Walking Dead where a guy had a pet goat and, goat ended up getting eaten by zombies at the end of the episode. And I was just thinking, I'd really like to try to tell a story where someone actually does care about their dog enough to go back and rescue them, or maybe even go to the apocalypse with them. The step after that was, okay, there was a guy I worked with, and no matter what, if he got mad at someone, or if something, like a piece of equipment he was working on malfunctioned, he would say outrageous things like, I'm going to put C4 on this and explode it in the high heaven if it doesn't start doing what I want. Or
Okay.
or if someone made him mad, he's like, that guy's lucky I don't have my shotgun, because if I did, I'd hit him with the butt of it in the head till he couldn't remember his own name.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, so I think like you said before to other writers on the podcast, be kind of careful what you do around writers because we'll end up using it. So,
Yes.
But I want a character like him. I want somebody who's just full of confidence and just says over-the-top things that are hilarious. But not hilarious to him, but, somebody observing. So
Yes.
Got to have a guy like this. I was like, okay, I've got to make this movie, but how am I going to make it? I can't afford zombie extras, and I definitely can't afford zombie makeup artists, VFX artists, all that kind of thing. I started thinking about how would I do it, and I made like a little clay mud monster in this sci-fi film when I was like trying to learn how to make films, and I made this like mud monster out of clay, and I green screened them on and stuff. And I was thinking, why don't you just make the zombies out of clay? Kind of like the Ray Harryhausen film, Kissing the Agronauts. There's a scene where there's skeletons. They were animated on. They were fighting live action warriors and all that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
That was the inspiration for having clay zombies. Was kind of a budget issue. Yeah.
I have to tell you, the first time I saw the zombie appear on the screen, I just about came up out of my chair. It was so fantastic because it's not what you expect. And it's like, oh my God, it was brilliant. I think it was brilliant.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's just supposed to be a lot of fun. And, it's supposed to be something you can watch with your friends and, either roll your eyes at the line or just laugh or, it's kind of a popcorn thing.
It's great. I think it's fantastic. Now you have 3, right, in the series?
Yeah, so I did the first one. It's called Claymation Zombies, and it's kind of like a B-movie action, deadpan comedy kind of thing. And some people put horror in there too. but it's really not meant to be scary. I've actually, in my head, kind of hoped that it's not rated PG, but it's kind of something that I hope, kids could maybe even watch, too, with their parents.
Right.
So I kind of skirt the rating line, like PG-13, but I think you can watch it.
Yeah.
So I made that one, and that was really ambitious. So, to be honest with you, to the next one, I kind of wanted to really focus on cinematography, getting good shots. So I kind of made a prequel that explains how the Claymation Zombies started, and it's a little more drama. Still got tons of bits and comedy, but it's more of a drama.
Right.
The third one is currently in post-production.
Uh-huh.
And that one's really taken everything up a notch. It's a combination of over 4 years of me learning as much about the film world as I can, learning all the aspects of cinematography, sound, doing visual effects. The claymation's better than ever. The DP for the film, Daniel Stemmen, actually, right after we were finished shooting, actually ended up winning an Emmy.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
So, yeah, and he's just a fantastic cinematographer. The movie looks awesome.
Now, does the third one wrap up the series, or is that something you can't tell us?
I prefer not to say.
Okay. All right. Well, I love it because you released a little outtake. I think that was from the first one, right? That you released, I think, last week online. Yeah. That was fun. I love it when films do stuff like that, when they show you behind the scenes stuff. So, did you guys have a lot of fun when you shot the original Claymation Zombies?
Well, I think the cast did.
You were stressed the entire time, but the cast had fun.
Yeah. Yes. And, that's something. So working on the third one, it was crazy. This was the first film I had a dedicated cinematographer on, Daniel Stemmen, and my on-set sound mix, Rescue Pet Shot. And I actually was able to get a couple of producers, and a lot of my actors were having a great time, which I'm happy for. And, everyone had great stories. But for me, it was the stressful thing I've ever done. I've had some hard jobs,
Yeah.
I was on a third shift schedule with my day job, and I had to switch to day shift the day before shooting. So I think I'd only got 3 hours of sleep.
Oh, wow.
For the first day shoot.
Yeah.
And then it's just consistently 4 hours of sleep or less, because then I would wake up and think, or perhaps, So anyway, I was just thinking, I'm doing this wrong, because everybody, when you watch behind-the-scenes stuff, the directors are like, everybody was fantastic on set. We're a family. And I feel that way with a lot of my actors. I was like, but, I was not having fun like them. And I kind of suggest anybody follow James Gunn on Instagram, because he just shoots straight when it comes to filmmaking.
Yeah.
If people ask him questions. So I was looking at one of his Instagram Q&As the other day, and someone was like, what was your first movie to work on? And he's like, yeah, I know my movies are fun, but, I've never had fun making a movie. It's not fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's work. It really is. And I think that when you're wearing so many hats like you did on Claymation Zombies, it's stressful because everyone's looking to you for the guidance on everything to do. Even though it's your creation and everything, it gets stressful. And yeah, so, I'm happy that people come on set and have fun, but yeah, when it comes down to your feelings, this is your baby, and you have to make sure everything's done properly, because at the end of the day, it's your creation. And everybody's going to look at you with the final product.
Yeah, and I'm sure you face this a lot too, but I think when people think of director, they think of I think they've got the wrong idea of it. Or they think well, that's got to be one of the easiest things on set, because it's just the guy in charge, right?
Yeah.
All I like to try to tell people is, imagine, you're working with somebody you respect on set, one of your actors, and they come up to you and they have this pretty good idea, but they don't know the script as well as you do. They don't know the continuity is as good as
Yeah.
you do, and you should probably the best, even if it's not your script. You should probably know everything. You should be more knowledgeable than anyone else on set about the script. And
Yeah.
anyway, you have to look people in the face and tell them, like, you know, I can't really go that way with your idea. It's a good idea, but I can't go that way. And they don't know your vision. It kind of that's what the hardest part. Some of the hardest parts for me is when someone comes up with a great idea, and I have to, you know, you have to go through a million things in your head, like, well, would that fit? No, with your vision, no, you can't really do that. You know.
I think that's one of the downfalls with indie film is don't get me wrong, I like actors to take chances and take risks with their character and be bold and make suggestions, but all of that stuff should be done, I think, before the cameras roll. When you're in the middle of a scene or between scenes, I don't think actors should be saying, hey, you know what I think would be better is if you did this.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of a catch-22
Mm-hmm.
because I agree with that a lot in some ways, where I think that's what the table reads for, right?
Yeah.
That's when you send someone a script like a month in advance. That's a great time when pre-production's still going on to get some of those ideas.
So do you have any current projects you're working on that you can tell us about? We know that CZ3 is in post, but are you working on anything else?
There's a few things. Me and my brother, he's working on a short film called Talladega Vampire.
Okay.
It's about a couple of guys living in Talladega. They're just living their life, and they kind of have a run-in with a vampire. It's a really goofy comedy. I don't really think I can say much more than that.
Yeah, don't give anything away.
There's another project I'm working on that's still in pre-production, but it's called Midnight Snack. And I actually got a guy, my guy I work with a lot, Lance Ryder. We got an animatronic monster from this company. This prop making. He makes monsters, monster suits.
Yeah.
All kinds of props for me all the time. His company is called Bright Waters SS. We got this animatronic monster. It's about a little kid who keeps seeing a monster in his closet. It's going to be a pretty cool short film.
It's cool. I like that. A little animatronic monster.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I've always wanted to work with animatronics, and this one's really neat. He actually was able to take a airplane controller for people who fly those airplanes, and I can control its mouth and head from a really long way away.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we could, you know, have him on somebody's back, you know, biting them and stuff. And,
yeah.
You know, we're not having to green screen anybody out or anything like that. There's a character in Claymation Zombies 3. I don't want to, you know, talk too much about him yet because it'll kind of ruin some of the good jokes. But he was so awesome, and he's played by actor Jermaine Jackson. I'm hoping to make a spin-off of that character, and I actually just got an awesome lead actress to agree to take the lead role in that, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, cool. What were you like as a kid, Jake?
Very introverted. I had some friends in the neighborhood that would come, that would visit their grandparents every once in a while, but mostly it was a lot of playing with toys alone in my room. And as I got older, my dad had a camcorder, and it just straight up took, like, the big, chunky VHS tape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would set that up on a chair, and I would do, like, SNL skits. Or a really popular show at the time for me was, it's called All That. It was a kid's version of SNL.
Okay.
So I would, like, just do these skits for hours, and I would, like, try to do really bad stop motion with my toys with this camera and stuff.
Okay.
And eventually, the viewfinder just broke. And it only had, like, a digital viewfinder on it. So once that broke, I couldn't even see what the camera was recording anymore. So I just record something and then pop it in the VHS player, just like hope it turned out, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. Who is someone you'd like to work with in the future?
If there was like someone I could work with, like actor-wise, you know, and we're like shooting, you know, A-lister here. Really like to see if I could work with Bruce Campbell someday. You know?
Okay.
But if we were talking like really wanting to do something cool with visual effects, man, it'd be so awesome to get to work with like Tom Savini and his team, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'd be work with, but I would just really like to, I mentioned him earlier too, but get to know and talk to and get some feedback from James Gunn, because as a writer-director, like, I don't know if you can get any better. It's like his scripts are just like, they're tight, they're concise, they don't waste any time, and his directing is, I mean, really good. I don't know if they're not credited, but I don't even think his scripts are edited too often by anybody but him.
Oh,
so
yeah?
It'd be interesting to get someone's perspective that is hitting nothing but net with the writing and directing, you know?
Right, yeah. Just someone to have a conversation with, to like glean as much knowledge as you could.
Yeah. That's what's been, you know, the most helpful tool for me for doing anything is people getting the time to like feed off their knowledge. Like I've been playing on sets, and you know, when I was trying to learn about lighting and cinematography, I'd ask the camera guy questions. I'd ask the grips moving the light around questions. Was it always appreciated? No. But thankfully, I did learn a lot.
Right. Yeah. That's okay. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking questions, especially if it's not disruptive.
Right. I was on set somewhere, and they were filming with a red or something, and I said something along the lines of, "Man, that camera just makes everything look so good." And just like 3 crew members were shooting me daggers, and they're like, "It's not the camera. It's the camera operator. It's the lighting. It's the framing." And you know, it was something kind of dumb that just came out when I said it, but it was a great lesson for me, because it's true. There's cameras out there that are way less expensive than $30,000 and up cameras that I've seen look better because someone lit them more efficiently, and they framed them better.
Yeah. Do you have any hobbies?
You know, when I'm not working on the movies, I do enjoy playing some games with some video games. I think they're a really good way of storytelling for games that have stories, anyways.
Yeah.
Because how much more immersed can you get when you're actually controlling someone in the story? I feel like you even get more invested in story when you actually feel like you're in there with the characters and stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I also like to play guitar.
Video games and guitars.
You know, it's kind of weird. It's like if I'm not doing my day job, hard to have any, you know, side hobbies in there, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. You guys foster dogs, don't you?
Yeah, my wife is really into dog rescue.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll try to foster them from time to time, or you know, if there's a dog that needs help, we'll try to hold them up for a while until we can find a better home.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you collect anything?
I was thinking, like, I was going to say no. That's not true. I started trying to collect all my favorite movies on Blu-ray because I think streaming is great. I really do. But I don't like how streaming services will just kind of take away movies.
Yeah.
I think they do send emails when they're going to lose movies, like, this is your last chance to watch. I don't like that. And I was just, Joe Bob Briggs, I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah.
He's a late night horror movie host, and he writes and sends these great, interesting blogs all the time. And he kind of wrote a blog about how we're kind of at the heels of all these streaming services if they take our movies away that we want to watch. So, like, we kind of need to try to support physical media so that we can still buy our favorite films and always have them.
Right.
So that's something that's been important to me lately. Is I've been trying to buy all my favorite movies on Blu-ray and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for that. I know a lot of people that collect DVDs because you never know when the streaming services might decide to just be done.
Yeah.
You know?
It's really scary. I don't know. It's like a lot of people, are like, hey, Jake, let's do this YouTube series together. And as soon as people say YouTube now, my eyes just glaze over. I mean,
yeah.
You have to have 1,000 subscribers to even get ad revenue now.
Yeah.
And 1 million views is $3,000. And good luck getting 1 million views.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, there were a lot of they did like all the gamers and stuff that would do the Let's Plays and stuff and had millions and millions of followers and views and stuff, and they like changed the parameters on them and like totally ruined their careers.
Exactly. And they have the rules. They can do that. They can change it whenever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think YouTube's great if you just want to get your work out there. If you just like want to be able to have it readily available for someone to see.
Yeah.
But as far as when people are like, hey Jake, let's make the series and put it on YouTube, and I'm just thinking like that's great if you want to do that. But if you want to make money, which I'm not really in it for, I have to tell stories. But if you want to make money, YouTube's not.
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, if anyone starts it off with, I want to be an actor because I want to make money, or I want to be a director because I want to make money, I've got some hard truth for them. Here's some tough love for you. One, you're doing it for the complete wrong reason. And two, good luck with that, because it's really, really extremely difficult and frustrating and hard and every other word I can possibly think of to describe how tough this business is, because you have to have thick skin. You have to be able to persevere through so much junk and everyone saying no, 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 no to you all the time. It's probably, one of the hardest businesses you could try to get into. So if you come out of the gate with, I want to be rich and I want to do this to make money, you might as well just turn right around and go back through the gate, because it's not going to happen.
It might be easier to just go rob the bank.
Yeah. I think you are 100% correct. Now, who is someone in your life who inspires you?
The first person, I gotta say, get ready for, kind of a cheesy comment, but, dude, I grew up and I saw my mom teach herself a lot of things. Like, she taught herself how to, like, bake, like, the professional wedding cakes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like a class, and she had to, like, bake it and then send pictures, and then they would score it and all that. And I saw her teach herself how to play keyboard and all these other things, and this really helped me out, because when I was in high school, I was like, well, she taught herself how to do these things. Like, I thought I could teach myself how to play guitar, and I did that. And then when I wanted to learn how to start filmmaking, I was like, at first I thought that was just kind of something that everybody has. It's like this drive to teach themselves things if they really want to learn something. But it's actually more rare than you would think.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm really grateful that I'm really thankful that she kind of gave me that. And she was really good early on in instilling like a sense of empathy. I think that's really important to before you take any action, think about how it's going to affect someone else. So that inspires me. I still every day, that's something I really try to live by. And
so I love it. I love that. Mom's at the top of the list. I love that.
Yeah. My dad was just a hard worker,
Yeah.
I barely even saw him a lot of my childhood because he was working his butt off for it. But he's an awesome guy, and his humor, it's a real blessing for me, because it's really given me a love for like humor that is inclusive. They both gave me a great love of movies. I'm glad that I grew up with classics from the 50s and 60s, and a lot of people don't even know James Cagney, Betty Davis, any of these classic actors are anymore. I think I was talking to a woman the other day about my age. She didn't even know who John Wayne was.
What?
I know. A couple of other examples from my directing life. I definitely have to say, hate to bring him up again, but James Gunn.
Yeah.
And this other director I got to watch in action, Lana Reed. She was really great.
You're funny. I'll edit that out. Don't worry.
You can edit it out, but you really can.
So what future goals have you set for yourself?
I really love doing the goofy comedy thing. I would like to try to do something a little more serious. And some of those movies, I talked to you about earlier are, but I've got scripts sitting on the shelf that are way more serious. I'd like to try that. But I would like to try to get to a level where I had a producer for a bigger budget film. I'm not talking $1 million.
A couple $100,000 maybe?
Sure.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You've been on set as the writer and the creator of projects, and then you direct them, but you also act in them a little bit. How hard was that, being the guy that wrote it and then had to direct it and keep everybody on track and make sure the right things were captured, and then also act in something?
Yeah, well, I did have a really great assistant director through all these projects. My wife.
Yay!
But seriously, I did not want to act in the first Claymation Zombies at all.
Really?
But I had two people in mind. I reached out to two people I used to know, two friends of mine in high school, who I knew were actors or whatever. And I sent one of them the script. And I wanted him to play the lead, my character.
Okay.
And he literally laughed at me. I couldn't find anybody else that I thought had the cadence I wanted for the lead character, and I was literally running out of time. And my wife, I'm pretty sure, her and my brother was like, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She just helped me out, and anytime I was on camera, my wife would do camera work for me, and then if I wasn't in the shot, I'd take it back. And if you want to act in your movie, that's my biggest advice, is I sat down with her, and we went over the script. She knew exactly the tone of all the characters. She knew the kind of angles and shots I wanted. You got to have an assistant director or a couple of them on set who know what you want. So if you want to act in it, you can relax and act because you know the people who have your back know your vision.
Right.
And lucky enough for me, I had that. If you can avoid it, I wouldn't recommend it. And I wrote a big long script for Claymation Zombies 3, and my character in it at all. And I was talking to my friend Justin Little. I love bouncing ideas off him and everything. He's a really great actor, and I talk to him about all my scripts usually. And I'm like, hey man, here's my first script, and he read it. And you got to bring your character back.
Yeah.
It's the only way that it's going to smooth it out. And I was just like, oh god, dude, I don't know.
What film did you see when you were younger that inspired you?
Well, I mean, I just hate to be that guy because you probably hear it all the time. But I'd say the first one is, I think the first Star Wars I ever remember watching was Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, really?
With,
okay.
Yeah, I remember watching that on TV around Christmas with my parents. They were doing a marathon before they did the re-releases on the big screen.
Yeah.
When you feel a level of that kind of escapism and fun, and you get to love characters that much that you want to spend more time with them, that's been kind of wanting to chase that my whole life. I want to do what that did for me. I want people to have fun, love these characters, be able to step outside where they are for however long, and just give them that experience. I think that's one of the greatest things you can do with art, and that's what I really want to do. We actually have a chemical reaction in our brains when we watch our favorite films with our favorite characters, like we almost do when we're hanging out with friends.
What is your favorite type of cake?
I don't know what kind of icing it was. I just remember my mom used to make some sort of vanilla icing. I think there might have been like real butter in it or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. But for our birthdays and stuff, she would make me like a vanilla cake with that vanilla icing on it.
So like a
gosh.
buttercream icing?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. That should have been easy to say. Buttercream.
Yeah, that sounds good. And it's homemade, so that's even better.
Right. You know, I don't really like, when I vanilla cake, other than that, I don't really like it. I think I'd have to go with strawberry now.
Strawberry cake?
Yeah.
Okay, like a strawberry shortcake or like a strawberry cake with strawberry icing?
I think strawberry cake, but maybe with vanilla icing.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
It's kind of boring. But I will tell you this. I am the Christmas cookie king.
You better be careful because that title will not die. You've shared the Christmas Cookie King. That's a movie. That's a holiday film, Jake. You need to write that. The Christmas Cookie King. Hallmark will buy that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. You know, that's, if anybody wants a great way to gain weight for like a film role or in general, spend Christmas season drinking hot cocoa and eating Christmas cookies. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it'll do it.
Right there.
Yeah. That will definitely do it. Oh. So if you could give people one piece of advice, what would it be?
There was this book I read a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but anyway, I was in high school. It was called Tuesdays with Morrie.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's mainstream enough that everybody knows what it's about, but it was about this guy who had a close relationship with his professor, and his professor basically knows he's going to be dying within the year, and his body's just slowly declining, so they have meetings every Tuesday. The thing I really took away from that book is if you feel a certain way about somebody, if you care about them, and I'm not talking about romance,
Yes.
that, talking about, you know, the friends that you love, the people that you love. If you like something about somebody, if you think they're talented at something, or if you think that something they said is really great, really smart, really deep, just tell them. And, you know, it's kind of weird. I've got looks before when I've complimented people. I think it's kind of been taught to us now that, like, if you're nice to someone sometimes, they're just like, what do you want?
Yeah.
But I think I feel a lot better doing that. And I've never really regretted it. A lot of people want to do things, and I think the main reason they don't is because it sucks to be in that awkward phase of learning, and a lot of people just don't make it any easier.
We're not very kind to each other most of the time, I think. I think we are hard on each other too often.
And the thing to me is, I don't know if everybody's like this, but if people met the me inside my head that talks to me, they know they'd never have to be hard on me. And I think a lot of people are like that. Like, if you think, like, your criticism hasn't already ran through someone's mind, like, I don't know. A lot of times I just don't, unless it's extremely constructive.
They're like, there's nothing you can say to me insulting that I haven't already said to myself.
Yeah. 2,000 times worse, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely are our own worst critics. It's a fact.
We all have to take jabs. I've taken mine for my goofy films and all that stuff. But I still don't regret it, and I never will. And, you know, I was in a band in my early 20s, and, you know, some people tried to make jabs about that, and I don't regret that. And you only live once, and I think, you know, during everything going on that we have going on in the country right now, this should just be the motivation that as soon as this all is over, just go out there and do that stuff you're dreaming of. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people let fear stop them. Fear of failure and fear of what other people will think.
Because there's so many people out there where you want to do something and they have 50 million reasons why, but they never have a solution. You notice that?
Right, yeah, it's true. Jake Jolley, that's fantastic advice. You heard it here first from the Christmas Cookie King. Face your fears. Go do what you love. Don't let anybody stop you.
Oh man, it'd be awesome if I was like really famous, because then I would probably be getting all kinds of free cookies to review on my Instagram right now.
You would. They would be like, here, we'll send you 5 dozen cookies if you just eat one in a live video on your Instagram. Done. Ship them now. So if people want to follow you on social media, where do you want them to find you?
Well, I'd really appreciate it, and it'd really help me out if you'd please go to Claymation Zombies Facebook page, and it's just, I'm pretty sure you are facebook.com/Claymation Zombies. On Twitter, my name is Jake Danger J.
Are you on Instagram? You're on Instagram, right?
I am on Instagram. I think that's also Jake Danger Jolley. Yeah, Jake Danger Jolley. And my YouTube channel, if people wouldn't mind, it's just Jake Jolley on YouTube. Yeah, you can see the new trailer for the new Claymation Zombies, and anytime I have any kind of new project trailers or anything like that, I'll put them up there. And more so, I just even kind of would just appreciate if people check it out, just to see these actors I got to work with that are really talented and been really supportive to me. I can't give them enough credit, and I hope if there's any other directors listening or anything like that, if you see any of my films or anything like that, just know that all of my actors are super professional, and if you ever want to reach out to them, they're great.
Yay, CZ3. I can't wait to see it.
I'm hoping you'll be there at the premiere and maybe even say a few words before the screening. How about that?
Oh, that would be fun. Yes. Well, Jake, thank you so much for your time today. This was so fun. Feel free to share this podcast with your friends and family. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at It's Me, Lana Reed. Also, stop by Apple Podcasts to subscribe, rate, and review. Many thanks to the musical genius of Kevin MacLeod at INCOMPETECH for our super slick theme song, Jet Fueled Vixen. Thank you to Michelle Lawson for our witty and fun disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by the guests on this podcast do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of the host, Beyond Garnet, or Garnet Films.